There are moments in life when we know it. God has already shown us the signs. He has spoken to us in silence. It has made us feel in our hearts that something or someone is not longer for us. And yet, we hold on. We cling to a relationship that has already broken, to a dream that ceased to have life, to a door that God closed long ago. Not because we are stubborn, but because we are afraid. Fear of losing, of being alone, of not understanding why. God does not always speak to us with words. Sometimes it does so through tiredness, lack of peace, of that emptiness we feel when we insist on what is not ours. Isaiah 55:8-9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor your way my ways, declares the Lord. Just as the sky is higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. God sees beyond. He knows what you can't yet understand. But when we hold on instead of moving forward, we get stuck, waiting for something to change that God has already decided to transform. To hold on is not to trust. To let go is to believe. Holding on is saying, God, I don't trust you to have anything better. Letting go, on the other hand, is an act of faith. It is looking at the sky and saying, I don't understand, but I trust you. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will make your paths straight. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means to stop fighting for something that no longer has a divine purpose. Sometimes God asks you to let go because He wants to restore your peace, and there is no greater miracle than that. When God takes away, He also prepares. Maybe today you're feeling like something's getting out of hand, and it can hurt. Of course it can. But remember this, when God takes something away from you, He doesn't do it to leave you empty, but to prepare you for something new. Ecclesiastes 3:6. There is a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to save and a time to discard. Everything has its time, and when something stops flowing, when there is only confusion or constant struggle, maybe it's time to let go. Not because it has failed, but because it fulfilled its purpose. Letting go isn't easy, I know. But what comes from God never leaves you afraid, leaves you at peace. So if today you feel like you are forcing something, that something tires you more than it fails you, ask God for clarity. And when the answer comes, even if it hurts, take a step of faith and let go. Philippians 4:7. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Because when you let go of what wasn't meant for you, you make room for what God did have in store. And then you understand that you never lost anything. You only gave rise to something new, purer, more yours, more of God. Trust. God knows what He is doing.